This is a database application that I created for a company, RAP Construction. I used Microsoft Access for this. And all that this basically does is gives you the option to add or update payments. Basically what the database does is it records expenses and then it gives you reports or expense reports, and also keeps track of stakeholder information. And that's about it. So for this, basically we can add payments. We've got labor payments. You can add the date, choose the labor, the building phase that you've added, and then the price. You can add the different materials. They've added a bunch of materials already. They've added a bunch of suppliers already. We've got our construction phases, quantity and price. And here, if we come to a material that we see that we don't have it on here on the list, we can add the material. Yeah, let's call that shoes. We're on feet. Save that, and then you can I suppose you can add your shoes to the material that you bought, but we won't do that now. You can add admin payments and equipment payments. So basically for this client, for the person that I've done this for, these were the categories that they needed. So labor, materials, admin, and equipment. If we want to view the expenditures, we can view the labor, we can view the materials, we can view the admin, we can view the equipment, and we can view the total project costs. Within each of these categories, we can decide to filter all the data by phase, date, and name. Materials, we can use by phase, by material. Let's say I want to see all the sand. Then you can see here's the material name sand, the different dates, different suppliers. Obviously they haven't added the phone numbers yet and the different phases. So you can filter what you see based on the supplier and the material. Let's call this JG Low. Also, you don't need to enter the entire name. You can just say JG, and then we'll show you the supplier JG Low, and then all the times that they've purchased sand from JG Low. And then you can do the same for admin costs and total equipment and the total project costs. Some functionality that I do need to add here is the ability to export these reports out to a PDF, the ability to email the report to someone, and then also to print it. So that functionality I'll still need to add. And then we've got contacts. So basically we've got people. We've got a first name, last name, what company they work for. So we've got people that we can add, and we've also got companies. You've got the company name, the address, the date they were founded, and all of these things. We've got the option to specify whether they're a client, a prospective client, a potential client, or a past client with these check marks. And then you can obviously view your clients. So these are all the companies that they've got on here. You can see their websites, and if you want to see the details that are over here is quite selective. You want to see all the details, you can just click on the see full details, and you'll be able to see all the details of the contacts. And here you've got people contacts. So basically you've got first name, last name, company, anything you probably want to see. And if you've got people with the same name, the name is listed once and then the last name is repeated. So that's quite nice. Yeah, so that's basically payments and contacts, viewing the expenditures, viewing the contact. And then if you need to update anything like a supplier, you can find someone. If you're looking for a certain supplier, then you can just type in the full name or part of the name and then search for it. And you can change their details. You see none of these details have been added here. You can update your laborers, your materials, admin. Maybe I can find shoe. There we go, and delete shoe. Okay, so that's haven't messed with anything now. I've added the material, then I've deleted it. Same, you can do the same for admin costs, equipment, and construction phases. So if you need to add another construction phase to record, you can just add a new one here. Also, obviously, if you need to add a construction phase, you can just use this button on any of these tabs. So that is the gist of this database. It's not very big, but it's definitely the building blocks of building a much larger database to keep track of a company's data.